I was like freshly 18 and I was at an Oscars party. It's probably 2015. And at one point, Kevin Spacey walks in. I'm thinking to myself, like, this is the greatest guest I could possibly have on the podcast.
Oh, I am starting to piece this thing. No.
And I'm thinking in my head, like, how do I summon the courage as a young man to go talk to Mr. Spacey and ask him to be in my podcast? Like, take a deep breath and I walk up to him. He's right at the door. And I'm like, I swear in my life, I ask him word for word, Mr. Spacey, what do I have to do to get an interview with you?
Adam.
And there was like a long pause. There was a long pause. And he kind of looks at me and he takes his eyes and he kind of like looks down and he looks back up. And he says, you can call my publicist.
My heart is racing.
And ever since, I mean, the only thing that can possibly go through your mind is like, why wasn't I fuckable?
Party God.
Hi guys, I'm Elle Parker and this is Party God. Woo! Today we have such a special episode. It's our first of its kind house party episode. Basically, we got a bunch of friends together and did a mini version of the podcast with each of them. So that's why Devin Young isn't here for this intro. It's because turns out interviewing a lot of people at once is exhausting. And we are strong and we will get better at it for you guys. So without further ado, here is our first of its kind house party episode. Woo!
All right, up first today we have Dan and Anna. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves to our audience in case they are not online?
Yeah, you have to be highly online to know me. I'm Anna, but I use the screen name Neoliberalhell.
And I'm Dan Mancini. I use the screen name Dan Mancini.
Whoa. He's my trophy boyfriend.
I'm a trophy
Fiancé.
soon-to-be husband. And
God, I gotta get me one of those. That's awesome.
Engagement party soon.
Oh my God, podcast, house party, engagement party. We'll interview everyone.
the best kind of party. What kind of party specifically are you guys about? Is it like house parties? Because
All of
parties
the
can be a
above.
lot of different things.
Absolutely.
All
yeah.
kinds.
Life
We love
is
it.
one long party.
Yeah, we love a game night. We love a dance party, dinner party, engagement party.
No
Baby shower.
boundaries.
We
No
hope we get
boundaries.
invited.
Thank you for bringing the house party energy to New York. Because if I have to go to another like DJ set at a warehouse or something, I'm gonna
Yeah.
unalive myself.
We went to a basement
Yeah.
party last night, and it was definitely different. I don't normally hang out in basements.
This
Like
is
you went to
so
basement
normal.
or just a basement?
Just a basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, house parties are rare here. You have to have a house.
Apartment parties, I'm sure.
Apartment parties,
not
yeah,
quite
but
the
still,
same.
we're all living in like little shoe boxes, so.
Totally.
Yeah, we went to this literary event, I guess you would call it.
Yeah, there was a poetry reading, and so as soon as it started, we were like, do you guys want to go smoke?
We
Yeah.
heard exactly one reading, and that's always that's enough.
That's all we needed
Yeah.
to hear.
Yeah.
That's why we never learned how to read.
Smart. I'm plagued by the visions since I learned how to read.
Well, I was ragging on these two before they came in because we gave all of our guests tonight an option to respond to one of three prompts. And so I sat them down and said, Dan and Anna, which prompt will you be responding to tonight? And Dan said, we're just going to riff.
No preparation, just coming in.
Yeah.
Just
We're both
vibes.
party experts, so I feel like we have a lot to talk about.
Oh my God.
So let's hear it.
Let's dive in.
Yeah.
Well, you want to talk about your party theory?
Yeah,
Intellectual?
I have even though I
Party
can't read,
intellectualist.
I have a unified theory of parties, which is basically that, and this pertains most to house parties, that every house party follows a 3-act structure, a narrative arc.
Whoa.
So you have Act 1, which is when the party is lame.
And
Every
no
party
one
starts out
No
lame.
one. You're scared no one's going to show up. And
Every
it's-
party, I'm scared.
Yeah, and then it's
Yeah.
like...
The first hour is awful.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what time you say to show up, people are going to get there 2, maybe 3 hours later.
11 p.m.
o'clock. That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
sweet spot.
11 p.m.
So for that first act, you're like, oh, am I washed? Am I chopped unk? But it's an important part because it's an opportunity to breathe. That's when your closest friends are there, probably
Literally.
people that helped you set up, and that one friend that always shows up too early that you have to entertain.
Your acquaintance that shows up too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. It's like,
But it's
why are you
good.
here on the dot? Leave
They're
and come
there
back.
5 minutes early, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just
Yes.
got out of the shower.
Yes.
It's always the acquaintance, but also like the crush. The most high stakes person is also there,
Yeah.
watching you stress
Right.
out, watching you have no friends.
I promise there's going to be people
Yeah,
coming soon.
no,
Like
it's
they're going to
gonna
be
be
here
really
any
cool.
minute.
Watching you, you're still trying to set up the playlist. You're like, I'm gonna hang out in a second. It's
And
gonna be good.
It's like way too hot also. You're scared.
Yeah, mine was way too hot. Italian
my
Pride
gosh.
was way too hot.
Dan has a summer birthday.
We can
in
talk
June.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a summer birthday.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
All right, what's Act 2?
Okay, Act 2.
Act 2 is when it gets good. It always gets good. Hold out hope because the storm is coming. Act 2, it's good. That's the sweet spot. And then, of course, Act 3, every party eventually turns evil. Act 3 is evil.
Anarchy.
So it's
Totally
lit.
anarchy.
It's lame, lit, evil.
People are like ordering drugs to your house at like 2:30 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like
The randos are just coming in unfiltered at this point and exploring all the rooms of your house that you block
Someone's
off.
cousin is always there.
Someone has sent a screenshot of your invitation to someone who has sent it to 10 other people.
Right. It's
Exactly.
like fully chicken fried, deep fried meme at that point.
someone's like,
Yeah.
whose place are we at? And you're like, mine.
Someone
Get
is
out.
rifling through your cabinets.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Pulling out alcohol you
medicine
didn't even know
cabinet.
that you had.
Right,
Yeah.
the good wine from the cellar. Just kidding, we never had a cellar. Maybe a shelf.
I'm surprised that my like wine collection has never gotten touched at any of our parties because
wow.
Yeah.
your
It's a
birthday
blessing.
party, Italian Pride, was total chaos.
Yeah, what happened?
Yes.
It was hot?
It was hot. We made a cocktail called the Adderall Spritz. It was blue and had a very
Adderall.
small amount of Adderall in it, but
But the placebo effect. People were really
Genius.
I want one.
wired.
yeah,
sounds awesome.
it was
We can make
beautiful.
you
It
one.
looked like Windex.
We have got some
Well,
in New York.
Windex does look delicious. I've always wanted to drink Windex, so
Yeah.
that's a dream of mine.
Yeah.
You guys invented Go Juice. This is this is the New York version of Go Juice. You guys
Yeah.
don't know. So
Go juice.
Go Juice is
Her
something.
dad's invention.
Yeah, that we're trying to get started in LA. But my dad invented it while he was still an alcoholic. He would drink this every morning on his way to work in his truck. He would drink vodka mixed with Gatorade powder and coffee grounds.
genius.
I'll shake it
Oh
all
my
up.
God.
The coffee doesn't even dissolve because it's just coffee grounds. You kind of sift it through your teeth. But he basically invented Four Loko, like the
Yeah.
prototype of
Yeah.
Proto Four
Totally.
Loko.
Yeah.
Well, the people long
Breakfast
for
of
Four Loko.
Champions.
We don't have
Four
anything now,
Loko.
so Adderall might be the
they
solution.
long for
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I need it.
It's crazy that Four Locos illegal, but espresso martinis are fine.
I'm
Speak on it.
I'm
Speak on it.
saying,
Same thing.
I do love an espresso martini. I was pounding them the other night.
You've been penning them all week. You're in evil mode.
I am an evil. Oh my god, New York made me evil, and I have to move. I want to be more evil. It's
it
really
does that.
good.
It does
Yeah.
that.
I love it here.
Adderall on the punch is so
That's
next
genius.
level.
And was it debaucherous? Were people running around?
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
studying?
I like made rainbow spaghetti as a bit because it was Italian Pride.
What's that?
It was literally just
Spaghetti
spaghetti
mix.
with food coloring, and I did every color of the rainbow, and I had a rainbow plate of spaghetti, and I'm like, this is a prop.
That's awesome.
People ate it off of the plate with their hands. I was like, I
We're
can't
talking
believe
like
people.
room temperature, hours into the party,
You're like, my
Spaghetti,
decoration.
fistfuls of crunchy.
That's the evil
Red
hour.
40
That's
spaghetti.
that's what
Dan did
happened.
not buy enough booze for his birthday, and people were
This is
like,
when we were kind
digging-
of broke. I
digging
didn't
through the
realize that you
fridge.
could get like a liquor sponsor for a party or something. So yeah, it was
For a house party.
BYOB.
I didn't realize you could get a liquor
Me
sponsor for
either.
a birthday party.
If you have clout, you can get a liquor sponsor for anything.
God, I need more liquor sponsors. I didn't know they can move like that. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
But not at this party.
No.
So people were like,
Feral.
Just Adderall.
just
Just on Adderall, either studying or like digging through our fridge for like, I don't know, bone
Writing
broth
the next
and
great novel.
ginger juice.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
full
you get
Kerouac.
people to leave your house if you've given them an Adderall punch.
true.
That's
They could at least clean. It's the least they could do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. You got all that
The
energy.
ride or dies usually stick around to the end and clean, but you just got to turn the lights on and be like,
Get the hose.
the cops are coming. Well, we did have a hose because we also had a wet T-shirt contest at this party.
Why were we not at this party? This sounds awesome.
know.
Spaghetti
Wish you
is
were.
just on the table. I'd be digging in.
This is kind of before we knew you very well.
That's not
In my head, you're at a lot of our.
No,
Yeah, but you were
I
a continent
I was just
away.
in LA. I was just-
It was probably that.
Just
Yeah.
somewhere else.
no, I was so jealous. The wet t-shirt contest. Can you tell us?
Yeah, who won?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I am a big proponent of bringing back the sort of like horny party games of yesteryear. Well, you know, in the new woke era, in the consent informed era.
Yeah.
So you know, this wet t-shirt contest began with first a land acknowledgement, and then we were like, is everyone here mostly sober and enthusiastically
Oh my
consents
God.
of their
Yeah,
own
we got the
volition to do
pronouns.
Hands to
this?
yourselves.
Yeah.
We gave the hose to a sinister gaze, so it wasn't like too much of the male gaze at
course.
work.
Sinister gay.
Well, it can't just be a wholesome gay. It still has to be some evil in there.
Yeah,
of course.
exactly.
He's a sinister guy. And I was on the megaphone, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of wholesome fun.
Yeah, and it was Italian Pride, so all the T-shirts were like Daddy's little meatball T-shirts.
Oh, I've seen those. Those are
Yeah.
fun. So you had a wet t-shirt contest. You had a wet T-shirt contest in an honorable way, so it wasn't horny and perverted. It was
still horny, but you know.
Yeah, but it was really respectful. It was a really tasteful wet T-shirt contest.
Oh my God.
Tasteful, yeah.
Who won?
Dia won. Out of I
Yeah.
think 5 or 6 candidates.
Yeah.
We had to disqualify you because it was a conflict of interest because I was officiating it.
That'd be an obvious win.
Yeah,
Obviously, yeah.
perhaps. But Dia killed it, so I'm proud of her.
Yeah, D, party god, come on the pod.
Come on, pod. We love winners.
Yeah, you guys also had I think this was an unrelated event, but the upskirt.
The leaf blower.
Oh, that was Irish Pride.
Oh,
Just so it's clear too, this isn't like a white nationalism thing.
Right.
Those are ethnic whites.
My birthday is during Pride Month, and I'm both Irish and Italian. Yeah,
So
the two best kinds of white. The kind of khaki white. You know.
Yeah, we did a kilt blowing contest,
Yes.
and I did win that one, I guess,
and you
even though that
deserved
was
it.
a conflict of interest
Yeah.
again. But you know, it was fun. Will Menaker armed the.
Yes.
He was
The
leaf
leaf
blowing?
blower?
The Sinister
Yeah.
Straight.
Upskirting leaf
Will
blower.
How
Menaker.
did you convince him to take
I
that
know, it was
home?
really hard.
Twist
We're like,
his arm.
please, Will, please. He's like, fine,
We had
I guess.
we had like Irish flags. This was an outdoor darty. We had like
Nice.
Irish flags hanging from the trees, and at one point the cops were coming around to get people in trouble for like grilling, for like fire code in Prospect Park, and they took one look at our party, saw the Irish flags, and were like, "Keep going.
That's fine.
You guys are fine."
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
LAPD.
On the right side, I guess.
That's Irish privilege right there. You gotta tell your.
my-
We'd love to
my
hear
quick
about
story
your,
quickly.
yeah,
Party foul.
yes.
I got puked on from the sky.
Oh, the sky.
From the
That's
sky.
worse.
directly.
That means it's like landing harder on you. It's not like
Yeah.
a
It's
gentle.
a puke shower.
It was a
Oh.
shower. Yeah, I thought it. It was at my friend's party, and she lived in this apartment in the Lower East Side that had a bridge over it. So like there was an upstairs area with a bridge and a downstairs area, and I was standing on the downstairs part, and I thought someone like was spilling a drink, and I'm like, what is on my head?
No.
And I look up, and everyone's looking up, and
She had,
she's puking.
like a streak of vomit across her glasses. I'm right next to her.
It was like horrible, and honestly, it could have been way worse because like he pulled me out of the way before like the real shower
what
started.
a hero.
Yeah.
I pulled her under the bridge. Did you mention the bridge? That there's like a bridge.
Yeah, there's a
That's
bridge.
I pulled her under the bridge. I figured that was the safest spot. Well, as the puke, is raining down.
Seems logical.
Yeah, and then luckily it was my friend's party, so like I went and stormed to the bathroom and was like, "Get out!
Get out!
Yeah.
She got puked on. Everybody
Yeah,
out.
it was horrible. It was a horrible experience, but honestly, in the end, I did like a monumental bump of ketamine and like dissociated so hard, and I feel like I was the closest to ego death that I've like ever been.
Oh my God.
And I came out stronger. So, and also the dress that I was wearing didn't get harmed, and so I don't know how I didn't get puke on it, but I got really lucky. And then my Catholic friend came over and poured holy water on it, and so hopefully it's no longer cursed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all you can do is ketamine after that.
Exactly,
You don't really
right?
have any other options.
I need ketamine.
Barbarians out there. Who is puking?
What is
and
Over the bridge is crazy. Like puking is one thing, but like you can puke on the floor right in front of your feet, not over into a crowd of people.
was
Like that's
having her,
that's
like-
bioterrorism.
It was like her dramatic moment.
It gets
and she probably does not remember it. So
really dangerous, like you pointed out in the beginning. Like we're in New York, and they talk about how if you drop a penny off the Empire State Building, like that puke could have.
She could have killed you.
yeah, if it
Similar
was like a couple floors up, like
physics.
if it was a longer fall, like it could have like I could have had a traumatic brain injury.
Literally. They're killing people out here with puke.
Yeah.
No. Well, I'm glad you lived to see the day.
Yeah, I'm alive to tell the story.
Ugh, that's gnarly. Have you guys ever done anything like this to anybody else? Has there been like a karmic?
Absolutely.
You got to get her back, I think.
Yeah, I'm like Irish and have a lot of alcoholics in my family, so I like know how to hold my liquor.
Period.
I don't play like that.
I know that's right. Queen. Oof. We got to stay away from bridges tonight because we're about to have a big night. So
Oh yeah, absolutely.
we got to make sure we're not the lady on the bridge.
Well, you want to be the girl puking off the bridge. You never want to be the girl.
You want to be
Throw under
the
the
top,
bridge.
not the bottom
Absolutely.
in the
If we're on the
puking
top.
situation.
Sorry. Get out of the splash zone.
Yeah, when I posted about it, everyone was like, there's like a lot of men that would pay for this, right?
Yeah.
Well,
It's true.
And that's Party God.
So where are the bridges in this town? Dang,
right.
that's Party God.
And that's Party God.
Oh my
Awesome.
God, thank you
Wow.
guys.
Thanks for
Thanks for
having
coming
us.
in.
All right. Next up, we have William. William, will you introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi, my name is William Banks, and I live in New York City. And I'm here, so excited to be on a podcast, and I love having parties. And I think it's a great way for people to hang out and be around each other.
Oh, we agree. Yeah.
agree.
And we hear you flew in for this podcast.
I'm from New York.
But I thought you were out of town and then you came back. Am I making this up?
No. I live in Crown Heights.
Sick. And your outfit, you were in a music video today.
Yes, I acted in a music video today, and they let me keep the costume.
Yeah, can you show
the
it? Can you stand
zipper.
up and like so we can get it? Because it's a lot of cool stuff going
Look
on
at
here.
that zipper in the area. That's pretty cool.
It's a real statement.
They make the zipper
Pretty bold.
attach.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
Okay.
That's tight.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Nice. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank
Yeah.
you for that.
And I don't have any other pink clothing, so this is my pink shirt.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You gotta have one. Yeah.
And you
Thank
two
you.
are wearing sort of a black.
Yeah. We're going to
Yeah.
do a little party after this. So
We are going to a little party after
We
this.
just thought-
Do you find that at parties people are often wearing black clothing?
a lot. Most of the time, I think. We're not getting a bright pink as often. So it's really nice that you have that.
Why is it people wearing black clothing?
It's easier. It's easier. It's slimming. It's easier to blend. I think a lot of people like to hide.
Yeah.
Sick. Well, you have a crazy party story for us today.
Yes. So this summer I went on a pool party tour where I had pool parties in different cities in the South. We went to Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, New Orleans, Atlanta, then Nashville.
Beautiful.
And
did the
it
circuit.
was going very well, and I was just going around swimming in different pools and meeting people around the country, and it was really a lovely time. But I had a problem come up at my fourth pool party in Atlanta. My friend Ant, who is a very talented rapper in Detroit, who goes by Wongo, he came to the pool party and he had boxing gloves, and I'm training for a big boxing match that I'm going to be doing in December in Buenos Aires. So I've been practicing boxing, and he brought boxing gloves and his friends, and he wanted to shoot kind of some stuff for a music video because we have a history of filming together. He was my cellmate when I was in jail, so it's like we hadn't seen each other since then. Well, I saw him again in Detroit when we did a thing where he took my phone and like tied me up and made a crypto coin and was posting it from my account so that people would buy it, and then he had like this fire and he was like trying to burn me, and it was weird, but
Hell yeah.
you know, we made an agreement that was the plan, so that was good. But then at the pool party we started boxing, and in the third round of this fight I pushed him in the pool. We were boxing right next to the pool, and
Dirty fight.
Yeah, that doesn't seem.
That's not fair.
in my justification, if you're gonna be boxing at a pool, kind of the next step in the process is someone's going in the pool.
That's true.
You
But
think he was asking for it?
He actually really wasn't asking for it because he was fully dressed. I was in swimming trunks and
You
shirtless.
were asking for
He had
it.
jeans and a
yeah.
hoodie and shoes on.
Come on.
was
And
fun.
I made a mistake. I was drinking a lot on my pool party tour
Yeah.
because people kept. It was
course.
just. It was.
It's a pool party
It
tour.
felt like the right time to get wasted.
Yeah.
So I was drunk, and I made a mistake, and I pushed him in the pool. And then he got out of the pool and was very upset. And then him and his friends went into their car and got a gun and brought it back to the pool party and robbed me for $200 and then shut down the pool party.
I feel like being pushed in the pool is kind of worth. I think that's kind of a fair trade. I mean, not great that he pulled the gun, but
I think I'm on his side.
I think he did.
Yeah,
I think I'm on his side in this
Yeah.
one.
Because I pushed him in the pool?
Yeah.
Fully dressed.
Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't have pushed him in the pool. I think he felt more disrespected by me. Like I disrespect.
That'll do it. Yeah.
And maybe I was even trying to humiliate him.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to do that. I actually really, really respect him and think he's very, very
You
talented.
probably did it because you respect him.
And it was crazy because we hadn't seen each other for a minute. So when he came to the pool party, I think we're both very excited to see each other.
Let's fight.
He would always call me like twin. So as soon as I saw him, I was like, "What's up, twin?" And we shook hands, and it was very like, "Oh, okay, this is a good reunion." And I think I spoiled it. And I know that I made a mistake, and I don't think he's fully forgiven me. And I guess if he were to ever listen to this podcast, I just want to send him my love and say he's very talented, and I'm sorry for pushing him in the pool.
That's beautiful. I think you should let him push you in a pool, and I think like a sort of tit for tat situation could mend this.
But the problem is I would not mind being pushed in a pool at all. So that wouldn't be something that would bother me.
Like, yay, thanks. But also, if you're gonna go to a pool party, like wear a pool outfit. Like, why was he fully dressed?
Now you're
shoes on?
switching sides.
Well, I like to see the whole thing.
Playing devil's
I
advocate.
like to see the whole thing.
Okay.
I think I'm mainly on his side, but also, why were your shoes on?
I was, in my defense as well, as the box, within a few minutes of us fighting and getting ready, his phone was taken from him and like, "Oh, don't hurt your phone." So I clocked that his phone was removed from his pocket, and in my mind that kind of gave me permission that there's going to be no lasting damage here if I push him in the pool.
Right.
Kind of I can get away with it.
Only his pride and.
But he did have drugs in his pocket that got ruined when I pushed him in the pool. So
that's
That's
a
a
really
different-
important part of the
it was definitely a
story.
major.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
So
want
you're
to
just-
implicate him with drugs or anything, but that is something.
You are doing this man real dirty.
Saying he has a
Yeah.
gun, saying he has drugs.
Something that I did wrong on my pool party tour was I was getting blackout drunk like 5 nights in a row, and I quit drinking the last time I drank was at my last pool party in Nashville of the pool party tour, and then I haven't drank since then because of part of my training for boxing so I can get fit, but also I overdid it on my pool party tour, and one of the clear examples of overdoing it was how I acted up in Atlanta.
I mean, a pool party tour will do that.
Yeah.
I went to one of the pool parties on your pool party tour.
You went to the first one.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wish I went.
yeah.
That's awesome.
It was
Yeah.
it was a confusing vibe.
Speak on that.
Well, yeah. What made it confusing? I guess it was hard to tell what we were meant to do. There's like a DJ, but there's a lot of like stuff going on. You're doing tricks of some sort,
Jumping.
jumping. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think I had some really, really cheap vodka and a hot dog.
So you didn't quite know what to do with yourself.
Yeah, I think, I had
Yeah.
insecurity. Yeah.
I think that was a lot of people's experiences because I advertised this on social media saying, come to my pool party tour, and was come, it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
But when they got there, it's just kind of me at the pool being like, hey, and then I'm swimming laps around, I'm splashing.
You just want people to watch you
Just let
swim.
people do his tricks.
Yeah, there was no. Well, we did actually. My friend Nordista Freeze, who is a really good singer, songwriter, musician from Nashville, and he came on the whole pool party tour with us, and he would perform like acoustic sets of his own music while everyone was swimming. So that was a bit more of like a main event section
Yeah.
that the first pool party didn't have. And then I followed up the pool party tour with 2 more pool parties this year in San Diego and then again in LA. San Diego one was wholesome. It was somewhat small, but it was a really good vibe of people that were all liking hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
But my second LA party was one of the most trashed experiences of my life, I think. I did not like it.
I missed that
Was
one.
it fun?
Yeah, I'm thankful that not many people who I am friends with or who I know came, and it was mostly all strangers. But the guy who reached out to host it ran this like AI generative like video stuff called Wombo AI, and he had like a big mansion in one of the valleys, Venice Valley.
The Venice Valley, they call it. Yeah.
And when I get there, his whole squad was there, and I don't know. These people were at the first pool party. You know the hats that say retard?
Oh,
It's like a whole subculture in LA, it seems, of people who wear hats, all caps say retard, and it's just like really cringe. I feel like to have
absolutely.
like that's a lame.
Yeah.
It's just like very like icky.
I'm being
I feel like.
shocking.
Yeah. It's just like I don't know. But then at the beginning of the pool party, he was wearing it, and then he had like 8 friends there, all wearing the hat. One guy was wearing like an Israel scarf. Ironically, or maybe not ironically, but I was like, oh, everybody's gonna associate me with these guys. Like, this is my inner circle squad. And I was just like, all right, the only way to deal with this is just to detach and start blowing bubbles. So I just like,
there's only one thing I can
my
do.
people. I'm here, I'm in the pool, and I'm swimming around and blowing bubbles. And I'm not associated with any of those people.
Yeah.
And then I got really paranoid that just on weed, no alcohol, but my phone wasn't in my pocket where I thought I was. So I got convinced that this was all a big psyop for them to steal my phone and get into my like Instagram account and like take it because there were Zionists there, and I've like I like Palestine, and I'm like, fuck Israel. I think Israel's bad.
Yeah.
So I was worried that this was all a big trick that they're playing on me from like, Mossad agents coming from me.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Naturally.
At the pool party.
Yeah.
With the people with the hats that say.
Yeah.
They love schemes.
I think it's okay to say that word when you're describing someone's hat and saying that they suck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
absolutely.
allowed.
Yeah. So would you say what's your biggest party trick then? Is just like your safe spaces, like doing laps in the pool? Bubbles? Which is it?
My safe space is blowing bubbles.
What's your party trick? What's your like? Oh, I'm feeling anxious at the party. What do I want to do to like?
Well, if it's at a pool party, it's getting in the pool and blowing bubbles. Squirting and splashing.
Squirting and splashing? Yeah. Okay, great.
If it's a dry
splashing
pool,
around.
yeah, a splash, like a jump. Any kind of interaction with the pool except for pushing people who you don't want to
We learned our lesson.
But if it's a regular party, I definitely go for sort of talking to someone who I'm really close with. I definitely find
That's your party trick. Hey guys, watch this.
My party trick is
How
like
are you?
finding my comfort person and just orbiting them.
No, that's
cute.
nice.
Okay,
that's
that's
nice.
sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really good.
Some people are so good to go to parties with. Some people who you might be really good friends with are just not fun to go to parties with because they don't like to hang out with you.
It's feeling like you're wanting to name some names.
Yeah, speak on it.
My favorite, this is a positive name I'll name. My favorite, the person who's most like a comfort person, who's just like when you see them, they're at a party and it's like, awesome, I'm safe, I'm going to go hug this person and be with them, is my friend Tej Khanna. He's very, very, very wonderful to see at a party.
Sweet.
He's got a great laugh and a great smile, and he's a good person to be around.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, William.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. All right, next up we have Nina. Nina, you want to introduce yourself to our audience?
Was this my camera right here?
Yeah.
Hey guys, listen up. Hey, I'm Nina Tarr. How's it going? I'm a comedian. I'm an actor, writer, and I've been a vinyl DJ for 17 years. So it's all the stuff I do.
We just
Honestly,
saw her spin the other night.
best DJ in
and-
the business.
Pretty good.
Beautiful
Thank you.
songs.
Oh, thanks, darling.
Great vibes.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Nina's gonna hit us with a party foul.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so I think this is extremely rude for people to do, and I think they think it's polite. I think leaving a party and Irish exiting is the most polite thing you can do. I think when somebody makes the declaration of they're like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm leaving. And I'm like, okay. And they'll do it they'll interrupt conversations when they leave to be like, hey, just sorry, I want to say bye to everyone. I just want to say bye to you. Hey, I just want to say bye. It's like, let me draw your carriage. What the fuck are you talking about? What do you think you're in the aristocracy? You do not need to make a grandiose exit. You do not need to tell people nor declare like, I'm leaving. Nobody gives a shit.
100%.
You're supposed to say, there's a difference between if you came with somebody and you go, hey, let me know when you're leaving.
Of course.
Different. You go to somebody's birthday party and you're like, gotta tell the birthday girl I said bye. She's good.
She's good.
Don't just leave. You don't need but I do think it's like this weird self-importance of being like, everyone needs to know when I'm leaving.
It's narcissistic as hell, and it's unempathetic.
It's
because
rude.
You're bringing down the energy of the party because now people are noticing like, oh, people are leaving, and that toxic it spreads. Everyone's like, oh, should I also leave? So
I
you're
gotta go.
you're damaging
Yes.
the party.
Everyone's
Yes,
leaving.
you are psychologically, you are performing psychic damage to the party. You are pissing in the well of the party. You're saying like, listen, this thing doesn't really cut it for me. So I'm leaving so I can sleep more. And you guys have fun in your little tawdry affairs.
Yeah, also
but have
as the
fun.
host, when I see everyone leaving and announcing, I'm like, fuck, everyone's leaving.
Yes.
As a host, I'm like, I agree with you. I'm like, don't tell anybody.
You
Just slide
inflict doubt.
slide
No,
out.
you just slide out and then they don't know when you left because it's like, let's say it's midnight and you're like, you know what? I got something early tomorrow. I'm going to go. I'm just going to leave. And no one knows really when I left. They thought especially if it's a big party, they could have thought I left at 1 a.m., 2
you're
a.m. They
outside
don't know.
smoking.
Yeah, they don't know. I'm in the bathroom. I'm doing this. Just leave. Do not announce your exit again unless you've already had established plans to let somebody know. Like, hey, before you leave, let me know. Obviously, if you're
You tell your
coordinating with
best
somebody-
friend, that's it.
Yes, or you're coordinating with somebody, or you even text them like, hey, I'm just gonna go out. But just people will make announcements to people they don't even know. They'll be like, hey, just met you. Hey, oh, it's nice to
Hi
meet
and
you. Just
bye.
want you to
Can
know
I
I'm
can I
gonna
help
go.
with that mic? Actually, I just need to.
Like, okay, yeah.
It's just weird when somebody, it's like, what are you running for office? Like, why do you need to say, what are you gonna need to kiss babies before you leave? It's truly them being like, and then they'll say bye to like, oh my God, it's like a way I get an ick from a guy I'm dating. When he's like, hey, before we go, I gotta say bye to a bunch of people. I'm like, no, you don't.
No.
So you gotta say bye to 20 people before we go? What the
what?
fuck is wrong? What are
For
you
what?
talking about?
See you at the next one,
Absolutely
babe.
not.
It's psychotic. I think that's a
No.
huge party foul.
I'm really glad you're speaking on this because this has been a problem for a while.
This is
And
insane.
Also, what happened to mystery? You're cooler if you just disappear. That's sexy. I'm like, oh, are they still here? And then
You know what I do? I don't call
I'll
it
around.
I don't call it an Irish exit. I call it a Cherokee fadeaway.
Ooh.
You just go away. You just go, you know?
Cherokee fade away.
Yeah, you don't do a French exit. You don't do an Irish exit. You just do a Cherokee fade.
Oh, I like that. Oh, a Cherokee fade. I like the
Homer
the
Simpson
gesture.
into a fucking head. So you do it.
God, that's a really good party file. That might be my favorite one yet.
Yeah,
Thank
And
you.
you say you have a party story as well.
I do.
Let's hear it.
It's pretty grotesque. So I was contemplating whether to tell this one. I have actually like quite a few, but I think this one is quite good. When I was growing up, I was like a pretty degenerate, disgusting punk. I know I look like a very nice lady, but I know that I also give off the aura of I give off the aura of Joe Pesci with a pussy, and I totally get that. It's the deep voice, and I get it, but I mitigate it by looking like a lady all the time. So, but I was like a disgusting, degenerate punk growing up. Like I was in the punk scene. Favorite bands were like, like Misfits, fucking Black Flag, Agent Orange, TSOL, fucking Bad Brains, Adolescents.
You're my type. For
You
guys.
know?
Absolutely. This is who Elle's dating now. Yeah.
who I date.
I love Texas skate punk, I love fucking JFA.
So hot.
Also like the DC stuff. Like, Minor Threat, pretty good. I didn't like the sobriety aspect of it, but
I
regardless.
have recognized zero of these names, but
I just was like a kind of an elitist punk cunt. Punk music was like a huge part of my life. I would go to punk shows. They were usually at warehouse-like places, house shows, backyard shows, and it's just like garages, like squatting, disgusting places. So obviously me and my friends were disgusting, squatty people who we would drink like 42s, or sorry, like 32s, not 42. We would drink Mickey's 40s and 32s of Miller High Life and stuff like that. My best friend Elise had like a Chelsea haircut, just like shaved head with the fucking bangs. So her and I went to a house show. This is in Fullerton in Orange County. I was 18 or 19 years old, and it was a punk show in a backyard. And me and her had these Miller High Life 32s, and we're drinking them. And this guy rolls into the party. He has no alcohol, but he has a beer bong. And he keeps going up to people and be like, hey, fucking give me a beer to shoot. Could I have a beer bong? And we were just like looking at him like we have very have you seen the movie Ghost World?
Yes.
We're kind of like that. We're just like sardonic cunts. Just kind of like, look at a fucking loser. Like, look at him just like drinking our beer. Like, he doesn't even bring beer here. He's just like, gonna bring a beer bong.
Beer bong, no beer is crazy.
I know, exactly. But it is kind of like a weird party trick where he's just like, you want to see how many things I can slam in my face?
Right.
Give them to me for free and I'll do them. We're like, okay.
Nasty.
So we're like making fun of her, just like, look at this loser. And then we have this great idea. We're like, oh my God, what if we finish our beer and we piss in one of them and we put it in the beer bong?
Oh my God, evil. This poor man.
So we decided we were going to then just work on one of the 32. So her and I finished one together. And then we go into the bathroom and we literally pee into the Miller High Life 32 and we are stacking our piss. Like I pee into it and we filled it. We filled it.
Girls are pissing.
And we go, yeah, bitches be pissing. They say they be shopping, but they be pissing.
Pissing in the bottles.
Women be pissing. Well, don't get me started though.
What happened?
So then we went outside and we wanted to do this, but then we're also like, oh my God, like what if he's just like sprays piss all over us? Like that's gonna be disgusting, right?
Yeah.
So our friend Noonan was there and we were like, I was like, hey, listen, this is our piss. We want to feed it to that guy. And he's like, that's so funny. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I'll do it. And I go, cool. He's like, I'll do it. I'm like, all right. So he goes, hey buddy, I got a 32 here for you. And he goes, oh, fuck yeah, dude. So he gets on his knee. He puts like the hose of the funneled beer bong mechanism in his mouth. And Noonan pours the beer in. And it was an immediate, it just went, that's piss.
I like that he says like he's had
It's
piss.
happened
been here
before.
before,
This is, he goes, this ain't my first piss rodeo, girls.
It's like happened to me earlier this night.
I'm a bit of
Not
a
again.
Svengali with the piss.
Not
It's funny as
again.
hell.
Oh my
So
God.
he like sprays piss everywhere and he was like, what the fuck? Was that you? He goes, actually, it's those girls' piss. And then this is funny, this guy, he just goes, haha, that's hilarious. And we were like, okay, rock. I'm like, that's for him to immediately be like, that's super funny. What a good prank. And I
You
was
guys
like,
basically committed a crime against this man. He's
no,
like,
we
got
didn't.
my
I'm
ass.
sorry. But yeah, no, he was like, oh, that's funny. That's cool. He goes, because he was also, again, the reason why I gave the whole like he's a degenerate thing is like because I was like we're all degenerates and he was like real recognize real. He's like, oh, that's super funny you did that. And then we're like, oh, this guy's kind of cool. And then we're like, what's your name? He's like, Sean. We're like, what's up? Him and my friend Elise kind of hit it off.
No.
And then they end up dating
No.
Oh my God.
for months.
Piss guzzler?
This is the worst meet cute I've ever heard.
And so they ended up dating for months. He was a lead singer in a band called Cum Stain. And yeah,
Tracks.
they had a Crass logo that they kind of like reformatted, but it said Cum Stain instead of Crass. He was pretty cool. He would perform in whitey tighties. It was disgusting. But anyway, they dated for a few months and then she was like, hey, I had to break up with Sean. And I was like, why? And she's like, I found like shredded cheese in his bed. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, he lives disgustingly. He's a disgusting person. I'm like, well, yeah, like you fed him your piss and he was like totally chill about like that actually like thought he was like, oh, wow, my queen.
He's like, there's something about her that's
Yeah.
just, like, really charming.
Yeah.
Cheese
So-
in the bed is where she drew the line. Not
But
that you
now,
thought
I mean,
piss was
listen,
good.
I mean, I know that I'm like schwitzing like a pig. I do look like Tony Soprano that's just exerting the least amount of energy to like peel an orange and I'm sweating. I look like Dom DeLuise right now. It is hot in here, guys.
hot in here.
You guys are also
So
wearing like cute little dresses and I am wearing,
No, it is hot.
I look like a designer teddy bear. Yeah, so, but now I'm a lady. But yeah.
Well, they always say in therapy, a man will tell you everything that you need to know about him in the first moment. You just
Oh,
have to listen.
it's
He
so
said,
true.
that man said, I think it's funny that you gave me your piss.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I think it's cool.
I think
it's
that's
cool
nice.
when
I
ladies-
think for a man, like, okay, if you ever like made fun of a guy and he takes it really gracefully,
Oh, I've
that
been
is-
bullying every man in NYC,
But-
and I'm pulling.
but if you bully them and they take it well, you go, that's good character. Because they're not like, no, I'm
Yeah.
not fucking, no, dude,
No,
I'm not.
literally.
If they're not like, no, they're like, huh, that's cool. I like being roasted, dude.
What
and you're
I
like,
keep-
okay, that's
what
cool.
I keep getting
Elegant.
is what I keep getting is be nice to me, and I'm like, oh,
You wouldn't like
Sorry.
that. You wouldn't like it if I did.
yeah, you wouldn't like it if I did. It's working because I'm not being nice.
Absolutely.
To
Absolutely. Men don't know
Sounds
what they want.
manipulative, but okay.
you. It's just game.
I have no game. I'm gameless.
No, you have game.
No, I don't. I don't care. The game is don't give a fuck.
Real.
Yeah.
Real.
That's true.
All right, Nina. Well, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So next up we have Adam. Adam, do you want to introduce yourself to our audience?
I'm Adam Faze, and it's such an honor to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you. What do you do? Who are you?
What do I do? I'm a producer of shows on the internet, just like this.
Okay.
I'm your producer. It's the first one we're meeting.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Oh,
Wow. Thank you for
goodness,
all
there's
that you've done.
So much stuff that we never pay attention to.
I bought this. That's what I
Oh,
got.
thank you for bringing this to us.
Yeah. We've done this intro before, but we'll just so we have it again. We have established that Adam is our most autistic guest.
That's where the autism came from.
Yes,
I just was trying to figure out what year this came
The
from.
only guest that's really getting caught up in this background.
No one else really
I did.
cared or
The
looked.
way this really started was that I had basically this exact photo as a kid in my bedroom, and it was a poster from IKEA. It's like when you're going through, like, IKEA does a very good job of like when you're walking out, like what are the last things they can get you on? And it's like a wall clock and like some fake plants and some blankets,
Yeah,
but it's also a bunch of posters, and one is basically this exact photo. It's black and white, but the taxis are yellow. It's a little bit of
classic
cool.
print.
Yeah.
a
Classic
little bit
print.
of what's that movie? Anyway.
Do you still have it?
So I was gonna say, yeah. But we were trying to figure out what year this was coming from, and the first tell
one of us
that it
was.
was
One of us
Skyfall.
was.
But it wasn't just Skyfall coming out; it was Skyfall on Epix movies. I don't even think Epix exists anymore. But then it says the all-new 2014 Corvette Stingray, so it's 2013 when this.
I just really love how much you love it.
I think I got my poster in 2012, so I would think that my photo was like a 2010. This was a little newer.
This is maybe our last recording in New York, so we won't need this further, and we can actually maybe gift it
I mean,
to
this
you,
is Italian
Adam.
Protesters Storm Studios.
Do you want
which that
this?
I don't know. I would happily take this and burn it.
Burn it? The
But no, this is a
hell?
beautiful, we got Motown, we got Avenue Q.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took it. I took this
Yeah.
photo.
Well, I think it's important to some context of where we met, because I think it was such a special evening.
Oh,
was a special
there was
Tron
something.
Legacy
There was
party.
something
The
notable
one
about
and
that
only,
evening.
the
I
Tron
don't-
Ares party,
if you're
actually. Not
allowed-
Tron Legacy, that was actually the movie before. Tron Ares.
Oh, see, I don't even know my Tron movies.
It was a really special party.
Do you want to tell the audience?
Tell the audience about the drama that occurred.
Do you know about the drama?
We know the
we
drama.
know.
Yeah.
Wait, do you know about the drama because he told you on this pod, or
Nope.
you just know?
No, because we're tight with
So then we're not going to
Brandon.
name
Yeah.
names.
Okay.
We're not going to name names. but
Peter
like-
said it's probably fine.
Well,
No name. No name.
yeah, no names. But a friend of mine almost died. in New York that night. Right after we met, actually, I think I said to you guys, "Oh, my friend's texting me, and I have to go see him." And then there were paramedics outside very shortly.
That's
after.
Party God.
That's Tron Ares, actually.
That's Tron Aries. Yeah.
It made a nice impression because we met you and we were like, well, that's a hero.
He's so
So-
good to his friends.
He's-
And I was sober. I drove us home that night. I'll be honest.
Oh my God, he
Yeah.
needed you.
The paramedics were like, "Are you good to?" And I'm like looking at my friend, like, "You should think I'm like on everything right now." And I was like, "No, I'm sober." And I drove myself.
For the audience, this is like maybe not, we're being a little too mysterious for the audience. For the audience, just so you know, there's nothing serious medically happening here. It's actually very funny, but we're not allowed to say what happened.
No.
But know that Adam stepped up and he
My
was
friend
a hero.
almost died, but I
But
you
in
know,
a cool way, in like a
Yeah.
chill
In a
way.
cool-
like
in a
it's
chill-
in a Tron Ares way,
in a classic party.
and that's on Tron Ares.
LA, baby.
All right, you have a party story for us today?
I do, like I was trying to think about what to say. I mean, I grew up in LA, and I was also like a club promoter from 18 to 21. It's the worst
Oh,
ever,
shit.
but it was like kind of the only way that I made money in my first like post high school years, not going to college.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that maybe I had a story from those years, but I really didn't. And I had actually a story from when I was 18, freshly 18, and I was just so hungry to make it in Hollywood. That's the only thing I wanted to do was like growing up in LA. Like I want to make movies, I want to make TV shows, I want to be a producer. And when I was like 17 to 18, I had a podcast, just kind of like this. But it was around the time like Serial came out. It was like the big that era podcasting.
you were
I was
early
like,
in.
ooh.
Yeah, wow.
And I had a podcast where I would talk to people about how they got to where they were in Hollywood and what their advice was for myself, because I was very like narcissistic and
Smart.
wanted to have attention. And
Nice little
I
loophole.
was like freshly 18, and I was at an Oscars party, and I was with like my best friend's dad, who was a writer. And he was represented at CAA, and he knew I was just so obsessed with Hollywood. He was like, "Do you want to come with me as my +1 of the CAA Oscar party?" It's so sweet.
Very generous.
And so I go, and it's like CAA. This is peak, Hollywood. It's probably 2015. Yeah, it was 2015, I think. So right around this year. And everyone is there. Like there's like Alec Baldwin over here. There's like whatever the stars of 2015 were. They were in that room. And at one point, Kevin Spacey walks in.
Oh.
And you have to imagine, like, this is House of Cards is coming out right now. Like, he's on, like,
He's in his
peak
prime,
career.
absolutely.
Kevin Spacey. He's
Probably saw
winning
you and was
every award. Well, I'm thinking to myself, like, this is the greatest guest I could possibly have on my
Oh,
podcast.
I am starting to piece this thing. Oh, no.
And I'm thinking in my head, like, how do I summon the courage as a young man to go talk to Mr. Spacey and ask him to be in my podcast?
Don't need a lot of courage for that one.
And I finally, I like sort of like take a deep breath and I walk up to him. He's right at the door. And I'm like, I swear on my life, I ask him word for word, Mr. Spacey, what do I have to do to get an interview with you?
Adam.
And there was like a long pause. There was a long pause. And he kind of looks at me and he takes his eyes and he kind of like looks down and he looks back up and he says, you can call my publicist.
My heart is racing.
And ever since, I mean, the only thing that can possibly go through your mind is like, why wasn't I fuckable? Stop. No, but like seriously, like what was, you're having an 18-year-old boy coming, what do I have to do to get an interview with you?
You're too old at 18.
I think that was probably the issue.
Yeah.
The publicist never answered, by the way. I actually did reach out to the publicist, never got an answer.
Yeah, it is kind of like a burn in a way, because you would be like, what about me?
Well, by the way, at the time, I knew nothing about this. I really
Right.
just thought, like, this is Mr. Spacey. He's Mr. House of Cards. This is like the greatest show of our time. Netflix was like a new thing at that point. And then when the article started coming out, that was the first thing that came to my head. That was a formative experience at a party, you know, in the Hollywood
Yeah.
scene.
Have you like made any other attempts? Like
At Predators?
No, does he have a new publicist now?
Or a podcast? I don't have a podcast
No,
anymore.
just
So I don't have
like
a reason to
reaching
even
out-
ask them,
reaching
like,
out
what
to
do I
them.
have to do?
We got to get Kevin on your podcast.
I think that would be like my first interview if I ever had a new podcast again, was to tell him this story.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's very.
He probably needs to go on more podcasts, you know.
I
get that
actually
image
think
back.
he's probably an easy guest. You should ask him what his party story
Yeah,
is.
we'd
And I'm
love to
sure
give
he
him a
has a
voice.
crazy story. Crazy story.
Yeah, we'd love to give that man a mic, get him talking again.
He wants a microphone right now. He's trying to
yeah.
have an apology.
He was. I mean, you're too direct. I think that he wants to select.
Has to be
You
his
can't-
idea.
It
He
has-
needed to choose me, but I don't think he would have chosen me regardless.
You could have been like, oh, I don't
I look
care.
back at photos of myself too, being like, I mean, like I was a very eager beaver in Hollywood at that age. But I kind of get it.
What do you think it was?
I think I was going through like a slight chubby era.
Oh.
You know, I think that's what it was.
The fact that he just did a full eye you down.
No, he did.
Wild.
He really thought about it for a second. He could have said, come to my hotel room. It's like room 502. Like, you can do the interview right later.
Oh my God. Okay, sure. Wow.
I would have.
Sliding doors.
No part of me would have questioned that at all.
Yeah.
Maybe my friend's father would have.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, go ahead. Please.
Well, that was pretty sinister. Do you have anything with a little more levity?
Not really.
levity?
I mean, I just think that, look, it's a hard question. That was really the first party story that came to mind.
This is a hard question. You have like 2 weeks to prepare.
I know, but
not
it's like, you don't
partying?
want to like tell like a good story and then you're just sort of like,
Yeah, we would hate
I'm
that. We
cool.
would hate if our
we hate
hate if our-
bragging.
It's kind of like, I think like if you're like 50 years old, you can be like, hey, when I was 25, I like did this crazy thing. But I think, otherwise it's a hard question. I think you kind of go to the sinister route.
Then yeah, you really went dark with it. That's like a, easily
I
our
think it's like
darkest
on par
story.
with Peter's story for darkness,
He had,
Peter-
he had a very wholesome story.
This is
Peter's was very wholesome.
Falling in love
Yeah,
with the deaf woman.
I heard when
Yeah.
Peter went downstairs, he got like a round of applause.
He
It
did.
was very sweet.
I think we've all been applauding each other. It's a very
That's really
supportive
cute.
room
Oh my
down
God.
there.
That's party God.
I also think it's
That's
like getting out of this hot room is kind of the first step.
Everyone's
of
like
this.
fainting.
Taking a deep breath.
Hallucinating the applause.
Yeah.
I really had no idea everyone had such a problem. I'm so comfortable.
No, but it's
I'm
only
hot.
in this room. It really is not hot downstairs.
It's hot in
We're all
here.
just sitting on the floor
How are
eating
you-
the pizza with olives on it.
How are you cold?
I did put a lot of olives on the pizzas.
That was your choice.
Yeah.
We were taking bets downstairs. There's a poly market.
Is there any
going on.
left? Is there any pizza left? Or is that out?
Olives on the pizza.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
what you say with some
Is there
pizza?
any pizza left?
2 full pies.
No one's touching it because I
Yeah,
put
there's
olives
2
on
full pies.
everything.
We sat down there thinking about whoever put olives on this pizza did this in a narcissistic way because they
Just
knew
for you?
that they wanted the pizza themselves.
Well, olives are good. You don't like?
It's just,
nothing wrong
it's a
with that.
hot
I like
order.
olives.
Yeah, for sure.
Not bad.
My dad loves them.
Well, get him over here, Dad. Well, thank you so much for
Of course.
coming.
Next up, we have young Chomsky. You want to introduce yourself?
Hello. Yes, I do. I want to introduce myself. My
Oh.
name is Young Chomsky. I produce the True Anon podcast, and I take photos and I write code sometimes, and I like to hang out and dress.
Oh, wow.
He likes to.
He likes to hang out. That's the best bio I've ever heard.
I didn't know where
I
to
just like to
stop
kick
with
it.
that one.
That's it.
Yeah, you might
I was
see me
gonna let you
around.
keep going. This is great.
Yeah. Anything else
Yeah.
you want to add?
I'm from New Jersey. I'm an Aquarius.
Oh.
Okay, I think we can get to it.
I have a story that is party adjacent. I really had
Adjacent?
to rack my brain, and I was going to go even further back. I was like in my 20s in this one. I was going to tell a story from when I was 16. I was like, there must be something more recent, but this is the best one. So I'm in the story, I'm really not the protagonist of the story.
Okay.
But it's
Party
okay.
bystander, not
Yeah.
party
Well, it's
god.
kind of like I'm going to tell the story. There's multiple points of view, I think, in this story. So if you can imagine, I'm going to paint
It's a lot of exposition.
sort of a
It's lot
cinematic.
of exposition.
Okay.
For this
So the
story.
There's
setting
levels
is
to this, I guess.
2014. I was working at this tech company in Philadelphia, and I had this coworker, Bobby. And Bobby is a very singular individual, very charming, funny, charismatic guy from Texas. And he was my good buddy, coworker. So we got sent by our company to a conference. And this is my first time in my life having this, like, a real grown-up job in an office. And like, I've never been sent to a conference. I was like, this is so fucking
Feels
cool.
sexy. When you get sent to your first conference, it
my
feels
God.
sexy as hell.
When you're in the hotel room, you're like, damn, I
Well,
made
it would be, but this was the CSS Developers Conference. So it's like
No babes.
not sexy,
Okay.
but I was trying to have a sexy time of it, you know?
Yeah.
And it was in New Orleans.
Oh, Party's Town.
Yes.
Great.
So Bobby and I show up and we're like shaking hands, drinking drinks. And I guess part of the backdrop is Bobby at the time was trying to quit smoking. And this was a big conflict in his relationship with his girlfriend. And he was taking this medication, Chantix, which they say, I think it's the same as Wellbutrin, actually.
I remember the commercials.
I don't. What were...
Classic, just, weird cartoon. and-
Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
But they say you're not supposed to drink on Chantix. That Bobby's
Bobby.
disregarding that.
Bobby.
Bobby.
We're drinking, we're hanging out. We're at this place in New Orleans, this hotel called the Hotel Monteleone, which has this famous carousel bar. So it's literally the bar like rotates very slowly, which
Cool.
That's
we're
cool as shit.
I know.
it
all
was
that.
very disorienting by the time the night was coming to a close and we'd had many drinks. Yeah. And so the point is that the things get weird at the end of the night. Bobby's really drunk. I'm pretty drunk, but we're at the Hotel Monteleone trying not to fall off the carousel bar. And
How fast is this thing going?
it's quite slow, but it's like,
Are other people falling
you're
off?
in New Orleans. They seem to be hanging on okay. Also, there was an anesthesiologist conference happening at the same time.
Bro.
You mean I be?
And Bobby, I remember, was like kind of accosting these anesthesiologists in his drunken state. So this will kind of be a factor in a minute. But so the point is, I'm going to bed. The conference starts tomorrow. This is the night before the conference. I'm like, is Bobby okay? He's really drunk. I'm sure he's fine. We're literally in the hotel where we're staying and where the conference takes place. How much trouble could he get into? So I go to bed, wake up the next morning, horrible hangover, but I start going to the scheduled events. Bobby's not there. Oh, he's hungover, whatever. Dork got too drunk.
God.
Then keynote, first panel, no Bobby. I'm like texting him, bro, where are you? Like, our work sent us here. Where are you? After one of the speeches, this guy gets on the microphone and he's like, if Robert House is here, that's his name, could you come and see us? And I was like, that's Bobby. What the fuck happened? He's not answering my calls. So I go to the front desk and I say, yeah, can you call my friend's room? I'm like worried about him. So they call, it rings, no answer. I'm like, okay, I'm a little concerned. Can you send somebody up to his room and check on him? So like, yeah, no problem. So they go up, they come back down and they say, his room is completely empty. Like, what do you mean his room is empty? What could have happened? They're like, I don't know. Why don't you check the hospitals, check the jails?
Yeah.
Jails.
So I'm like, I have no idea. We're in New Orleans. We're on this conference. We got to report back. And I'm getting nothing back from him. I think I'm searching, looking up hospitals and jails, making calls. And finally, I get a text back from Bobby. And he says, I'm alive.
Good
And I'm
start.
like,
Bare minimum.
Thank you.
I'm like, okay, I need more than that. Okay. So at this point in the movie, transition,
Yeah.
rewind Bobby's perspective. So he and I parted ways. He decided that he wanted to go up to the pool, which was on the roof of the hotel.
Classic drunk guy move.
Yes.
Classic Bobby.
Classic Bobby.
So he goes up and somehow makes a wrong turn or tries to take a shortcut and ends up not at the pool, but in like the attic of the hotel. And then realizes that he doesn't know how to get out. And I guess thinks that he's locked in there. But they told him later that he wasn't locked in, but he's just like really drunk. He's in the fucking attic of the Hotel Monteleone, which we joked later sounds like Cask of Amontillado or something, like where you'd get buried alive. So he's in there and he starts freaking out. And he's like, I'm going to die up here and I can't get out. So he finds like a loose 2x4 and starts banging on the floor of the attic. Okay, so at this point, now cut to third perspective. The two people sleeping in their hotel bed in the middle of the night. It's like 3 a.m. All of a sudden, there's a banging on the ceiling, and it gets louder and louder until a board breaks through the ceiling. And you are startled awake in bed and look up, and there's fucking Bobby poking his head through, shouting, help, I'm stuck in the attic. I can't get out.
Just full drunk guy. I'm trying to sleep.
This like very charming, sweet Texan fella. And so they call hotel security. They draw their guns and apprehend him. And they basically tell him,
Good.
they tell him you can still attend the conference, but you cannot stay at this hotel. So they make him, under their gaze, pack up all his stuff, which included, because this was Halloween time, a full body hot dog costume.
Oh.
So he packs up his hot dog costume. So this is now back to my perspective. Bobby's like, I'm at the Motel 6 down the street. And I'm like, why are you at the Motel 6 down the street? He says, well, that was the story. So he got charged like $4,000 for like the damage to the hotel. He's banned for life. And then the dilemma was, what do we tell our boss about? He's like, how was the first day of the conference? And I'm like, well, I learned a lot. And Bobby was like, yeah, it's been interesting. But he ended up coming clean because our boss was like, we were like mid-20s. Our boss was like 10, 15 years older, but was one of those like, I'm a cool boss guys. So he probably, I think I wasn't there when Bobby revealed it, but thought it was like a real, he's like, oh, you should have been at the jQuery conference 5 years ago. Shit got wild. So that's probably my most intense party story that I was in the vicinity of. And whenever I think about New Orleans or addicts,
Do you think that like ruined New Orleans for you? Do you think you're always trying to chase that dragon of
I haven't
finding Bobby?
I haven't been back. So Bobby now lives in Seattle with his wife and like 5 or 6 year old daughter who seems really adorable.
Those guys are always dads.
Yeah. And he seems like a great dad. I think he's doing well for himself. But I don't know if I've reached that level of excitement because it really feels like it could play out on screen. I don't know who I'm trying to think who I would cast as Bobby. He could be like Ryan Gosling.
Oh, you would think Bobby's that handsome?
I mean, I'm being kind to him, but I think,
You're LA-ifying him.
Yeah. I think Gosling could handle the role.
I don't know.
Now, who should play
He's
me?
got the chops.
I'm not sure.
That's
not really for me to say.
I was picturing more of what's the little short guy who's in It's Always Sunny?
Charlie Day?
No.
Frank.
Danny DeVito. Okay. No, Charlie Day, that's actually good. That is
That's
that is
enough.
that is kind of Bobby. Or it
He
was.
was like an Andrew Garfield type.
Okay. These are all good. Yeah, we'll put those all on the whiteboard.
We gotta
Bobby,
start writing this.
a guy like Bobby does need to become a dad because for some men that's the path to sobriety and to
That's true. And if
Getting
he ever
your-
gets
getting your
like,
shit
trapped
together.
somewhere, like if his kids get trapped, he can get them out.
He
If he
has
has
a
a
record
2x4.
of breaking out of and fine. He's like a regular Houdini.
Yeah.
Few people would be able probably to find their way out of that attic.
I'd still be in
It's
that
literally an escape room.
Yeah.
And he was the first one to
A
escape.
real escape room. Dang. I gotta meet this Bobby.
Oh yeah, I know. It does feel like we should have had Bobby on, but
Yeah, well, he's busy raising a child.
Right.
I just have to produce a podcast, so I can make time to tell stories on other podcasts.
well, we appreciate you taking the time.
I haven't had the pleasure of telling that one in a while. It was Bobby and I used to tag team telling the story, and so you can imagine that. But yeah, we need to find the people that were in that bed to be the third part of it.
God, horrifying.
I'd be scared. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Up next, we have Peter. Peter, want to introduce yourself to our audience? I'm gonna nail this.
Hi, I'm Peter McIndoe. I'm happy to be here on Party God.
God, thank you. I love the color story of your outfit.
Peter, who are you? That was not an introduction.
All right, let's do it again.
You're
Let's
not
try
letting
it
him get away with
I
it.
should talk about
just,
myself.
Just say like 1 to 2 sentences. How would people know you?
how they know you.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, I'm Peter. I faked my death 2 years ago on Birds Aren't Real. And this is kind of the return, this is my return to the internet.
Return to the Mac.
Right here on Party God. And I'm so honored to be here.
Beautiful.
Oh my God. Thank you for being
Was that
here.
good?
Yeah,
that was sick.
That was sick.
That was tight. Yeah.
Peter really came in and sort of upstaged us with this party outfit. We didn't realize.
I know this color story. It's really telling.
Kind
the
of
full
like
thing.
a sunrise or a sunset.
Yeah, it kind of
Some are
reminds me
saying-
of like you remember those rugs in elementary school that were like.
I never
really
went
sick?
to school.
You never went to school?
I was homeschooled.
Whoa, you're so good at socializing.
Thank you. It's a lot of, reverse engineering, a lot of manipulation.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do you want to speak on that?
Yeah.
That's my party story. My party story is from the homeschool days.
Oh my God.
I figure you have a lot of party stories from Los Angeles, from New York, but maybe not what the life of a party is like for a 7th grade homeschooler in Arkansas.
God.
I don't know how you could have guessed that, but that is accurate. We don't have a lot of those type of stories.
I don't know about that world. Please tell us. Regale us.
So this is the question. So it's a crazy party story.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I was homeschooled in Arkansas for most of my childhood. That's my upbringing.
Well.
And it was a very, conservative environment. So my social life was at homeschool co-ops and different churches, but there were dances. There was like homecoming and prom.
God, was that like crazy? Was like, oh my God.
I grew up in a
girls
conservative
my
town.
age.
I grew up in a conservative town, and that's when everything gets
Like,
rancid.
horny,
like,
I'm sure.
Where did you grow
Yes,
up?
rural Georgia, very conservative Christian area
Really?
also. So I can tell you, we're locked in on this. These middle school dances, nasty.
Nasty.
People are grinding like grown ass adults. Anyway, go on.
Not homeschoolers. I mean, what you deal with a homeschool prom is like a couple hundred kids as a part of an association because they have to be legally. And once a year, they simulate a normal high school experience where there's homeschool prom. You're expected to show up and have the socialization, the normal experience.
But it's a bunch of kids you don't know?
It's a bunch of kids you've never seen before.
Weird. It feels like dystopian.
Wait, why does it feel dystopian?
Because it's like, all right, act like normal school, like you all know each other and are friends.
They're really not setting you up for success.
Yeah, no, it's a strange experience, but it was really the location that it was held in that was the weird part.
Where?
So homeschool prom in Arkansas was held in the boarding school for the deaf and the blind. But it was in the tornado shelter.
Oh, yeah.
For the deaf and the blind.
Party. What?
That was my first prom experience. Was you pull up, you're like, I'm gonna go to prom. This is my big moment. I asked my friend Grace to prom. I was so nervous. I got a suit from Men's Warehouse.
Yeah.
I'm showing up. It's like electric. I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
And we pull into the school for the deaf and the blind.
Yeah, let's take you to this bunker, babe. Let's hit it.
Bunker.
Yo.
It was held in the tornado shelter.
That's crazy.
For the Arkansas School for the Deaf and the Blind, which was, it's not like a cellar or like doors into the ground. It is a windowless building. That is
sexy.
Where the kids from the school would go if it's, if it's dire.
Oh my God.
If the sky has decided to attack them.
The kids were safe, thank God. They were at the dance. Wait, so what happened?
I'm going in there thinking, I just need to make the most of this. I've never known anything else. It's like, okay, I guess this is where dances happen.
Yeah.
In the
this
tornado
was like
shelter.
a normal school kids dance.
This
at
is
the bomb shelter.
Yes. This was like, I've watched Disney Channel, I'm like, I know how this goes. So we go in, we're dancing, we're kind of getting started. It's kind of awkward. And then I hear a siren. I heard a high-pitched siren. And a storm was incoming. And there was a tornado.
Oh, goddamn. It sounds like you're in the right place.
Yeah, thank God.
So I'm in there. That was the first thing I thought. Was like, okay, well, at least I'm safe. At least I'm okay. We keep going on because honestly, it was kind of normal.
Buzzkill.
It's like tornadoes are always coming through. The sky is attacking you all the time.
Yeah.
And we're kind of going through the motions. We figure we're safe. And then the door opens. Oh. And a flood of deaf and blind children invade homeschool prom.
Oh.
Invade, it's their territory. It's like, you're the invader. You're the
we were the colonizers
yeah.
of the deaf and blind school.
I'm trying to grind right now. You're killing my buzz.
It was our experience, right? And they came in. There was no space. It was only made for the size of the school in blind and deaf, not for the entire homeschool community.
How can you dance?
Of Little Rock, Arkansas. Well, it kind of turned it into a, more of a real club situation where there's no space.
Are you on the list?
Yeah, you get a new date. Get some blind deaf kid.
People are moving in, and I lost my date, and I didn't know where she was. and it was ruining prom night.
They see some guy giving her braille, and he's like really using her up with the braille. Damn.
But then I caught a girl's eye who didn't look like she could hear. But
It's one or the other. You got to make sure you're really catching that eye or not.
You can't catch the ear. And that ended up being my dance for the night. Was a lovely deaf girl during a tornado. And that was my homeschool prom experience.
It's like a Disney movie.
Aww. It's really cute that he thought that the whole event was to get one dance. Also, he's like, I got my one dance.
That's all you see in the movies.
Shucks.
You know, it was the one dance.
Yeah.
That's
Did you know any
true.
homeschoolers when you were in Georgia?
Oh yeah. I played on some soccer teams with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's always the
Yeah.
worst teams, the
Oh
homeschool
yeah.
teams.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you play a homeschool team or just homeschool
No,
kids?
there would always just be like a couple kids on our community team, and then like their parents would always be the ones that would be like, "Your shorts are too short. You're like exposing
Yours?
Yeah. To
Like,
yeah.
The homeschool co-op is a crazy place.
Like,
'Cause it's
both
either
homeschool shorts.
yeah. Listen,
at
they
the
gotta learn.
dance they had like a ruler for any dress that came in, and they to make sure it wasn't too short.
Of course.
There were
my
dresses that were
God.
like centimeters too short, and they wouldn't let them in. It was
What?
like very strict. My sisters got turned away from homeschool dances.
Oh,
Really?
You got some slutty sisters.
bad girl. Well, I went to a Mormon dance one time, and it was like long skirts, but it was way hornier than regular dances because you had to dance slow dance like this, body to body, making eye contact. It was like so
Yes.
much hornier than like grinding.
I kind of have
It's
a
like no
theory that
wonder.
like it's hornier in the South in the Bible Belt than
Of
it is
course.
like it's so
Absolutely.
repressed.
Because it's sexier if it's forbidden. If it's like we can do this, whatever. But it's like we can't. We can't. And then everyone is like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the teachers are coming around and they're like, "Save room for the Holy Ghost," and you're like,
like he left.
There's a lot of people in Arkansas that I grew up with that like won't like kiss till marriage, or they won't like date. They're like, I only court. I only do courtship.
God,
I
wish-
don't.
Bring
Gay.
it back. Bring it back. I love it. I would love to meet a man.
Gay
who's
guy.
courting.
Yeah, no, I just like don't kiss because it's for God though.
I feel like that is the case. There's a lot
Yeah.
of situations like that.
Totally.
Where are you from? You're from Georgia.
I'm from Burbank. I'm from California.
You're good.
Yeah, no.
You're so good.
I didn't grow up with a religion or anything, so it's like whatever.
It's amazing.
But I was like such a goody in high school. Like I was probably better than you guys. Like not better,
What
but
the
like
hell?
well, I'm more pure. More
I was
more godly.
better than you.
I was like way better than you guys. Oh no, I was probably just more pious than you guys.
Well, Peter, we're gonna have to give you the boots so we can stay on schedule, and so Elle and I can have a chat. But
Yeah, I
thank
was
you so
like-
much for coming on.
Thanks for having
Thank
me.
you, Peter.
Bye, guys.
All right, next up we have Charlie.
Hey, Charlie Dunn. That's my full name.
Yeah, thank you. Who
Yeah.
are you?
I'm here to plug my stuff. So
Well,
make sure
I'm
you
trying
get
to give you an opportunity. Kate.
RTS Confessions, RTS period Confessions with an @ symbol in front of it. I've been doing it for years. Salacious stories, but not clickbait. Real, heartfelt degeneracy.
Beautiful. We were
Yeah.
just on recently. It's,
Yeah,
it's very
Yes, it
fun.
was so much fun. And then it
great
led to
time.
me being on your thing because you guys didn't get enough of me.
We couldn't get enough of
Couldn't
Charlie.
get enough. Need more.
Charlie, you have a crazy party story for us?
Well, okay, so it is. It's drug related. It was to party in Colombia. I had a trip to Thailand that got canceled canceled last minute. It's a long story, but basically, I needed to get out of New York. It was cold. I was not doing well emotionally, and I was like, I need to get away and decompress. So I picked Colombia because it was cheap and easy and a short flight from New York. And I had 5 grams of ketamine. Sober now. So don't judge me, but I used to do anything for the drugs, and I realized I'm going to Colombia. It's always better to just use an abundance of caution. Like you don't why would you risk it? So I put it all up my ass, 5 grams.
I love that that's your idea of the abundance of caution, not just like not bringing the ketamine.
No,
Well, I'm gonna
I was a
bring it.
drug
I just gotta
addict.
Be careful.
Hello.
You can source on the ground. They have drugs in other countries.
No,
Yeah.
I bought 5 grams already.
Okay,
I bought
okay.
and
Okay,
also,
okay.
this is good shit. I actually bought the vial of ketamine that they have at the hospital, and I put it over a cookie sheet and dried it out, and so it was pure. There was no adulterants.
Oh my God.
And so
Up your ass.
well, I put it in a condom, tied it, cut it, put it in another condom, tied it, cut it, and then covered it in lube, and it just went up there fast. It was like I was gay in a past life, but like so I'm on the flight. It's a connecting flight. It's New York to Miami, Miami to Cartagena, and I'm on the flight to Miami, and I'm like sweating. I'm like, this has got to go. Like I can't. Like this is too. Like it's. I have to shit so bad.
Oh my God.
And I'm on the flight, and I'm like, I just got to do it. I had a vitamin water bottle that I finished it up, and I just go into the bathroom, and like. It just erupted, like came out immediately.
No.
And then like, like in Jurassic Park when they have like, there's like rock with like the amber with the mosquito in it.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So I'm like an archaeologist. Like I'm like peeling away to get to that little vial in a condom.
You were gonna do it then? You were gonna do the
No.
after it was in your ass?
I put it in the vitamin water bottle, but I was in the bathroom for probably like 30 minutes because I washed my hands like 1,000 times and I could not get the scent of poop off of my fingertips. So I was in there for so long, and then I got a little shit on my hoodie, so I ended up taking off the hoodie and like
Why was there shit everywhere?
because I was wiping shit off of a fucking little ball. Like that was covered in shit. It was completely encapsulated in shit. And so I basically like I walk out of there with like the vitamin water bottle in the hoodie, like covered in sweat, like my hair's wet, and I come out and there's like a line like the length of the plane to get into the bathroom. And people are like, what were you doing in there?
They're like, the guy who smells like shit was in there for a really long time.
And so I finished the flight. It's not a long flight. And then I get to Miami and I'm like, this has got to go back up there. Because the whole point is to do it through customs in Colombia.
Really? No.
So I'm in the men's room and I had more condoms in the Vaseline, and I just put it back up there. And I guess I did it right this time because I didn't have to like shit. Again.
Good to know that there's a right way.
But as a gag, in the men's room, there's like a little platform with like you could put stuff on, like in front of the toilet. And I left the 2 condom wrappers and the can of Vaseline just sitting there in the men's room stall. So the next person that walks in, it's like, are guys just fucking in the Miami airport bathroom?
Oh, thank God. I can do a little switcheroo for the drugs in my ass.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was actually not the first time I'd smuggled drugs up my ass. When I was younger, I didn't realize that like no one's really looking for a little bag of Coke. I flew from San Francisco to LA 1 hour flight, but I was, again, abundance of caution. I'm not going to go to jail for some blow that I bought in San Francisco. I shoved it up my ass, but this is how I learned how to do it right, because I only did 1 condom that time.
Okay.
And so I'm on the flight, and that was nothing. There's a difference between 5 grams in a vial than like a gram, like a little less than a gram, And so this is stupid. I'll just admit that this is stupid. I forgot that it was in there. So I go home and I'm like, I'm hungry. I went to bed.
No.
I'm like on my computer at 2 p.m. the next day. I'm like, holy shit. Like, I just like go to the toilet immediately. But like it had been in there too long. So like it like torn the condom, and a little bit of like juice had gotten in there.
Juice?
But I was like broke. I was young, and I was like, well, let me just like put a blow dryer on this. I take it to my friend's house that night. I'm like, hey, I got some Coke. I racked up 2 lines. He goes in, he goes, and verbatim, he goes, this Coke smells like butt.
You're like, that's crazy.
This Coke smells like butt.
So weird.
You're like, I got it from your guy.
I'm like, I don't really want to do Coke tonight. I'm kind of good. So
you didn't even do the Coke.
I didn't do the Coke.
So you gave out the poop Coke to all your friends.
Well, yeah, I had to guinea pig it. Like
This is heinous.
You're like, guys, I'm going to be really generous
I'm
tonight.
sober now. I don't do stuff like this anymore.
They're like, wow, Charlie's so nice.
Listen,
sharing
I
all
do
his Coke
step
with
work
us.
with a guy. Everyone tells me how terrible I am, and I have to make a whole list of my problems. And these are the things. And eventually I'm going to have to call my friend and be like, I made you do shit Coke, and I'm sorry.
Just send him this clip.
Just send him the clip. Yeah.
No, but there's that one, like, if it makes the person's life worse to give the amends, you're not supposed to do it. I think this might be one of those cases.
You should be
it's
kind and not tell him.
I think it's more kind not to tell him. No amends needed in this case.
It's going to be all over social now. Yeah. Well, is that it? Because I got heaters.
Is that it? No, you're cut off.
You're cut off. That was party demon.
Disgusting.
Party demon.
Party. What were you? Party fallen angel.
They called me Party Fallen Angel
Hey,
before.
yeah. They call me.
Yeah.
You're that's what they call me. So thank you so much.
All right, great.
Charlie.
Okay, next up we have Aaron. Aaron, want to introduce yourself to our audience?
Hey, I'm Aaron Mate. I'm a journalist. I cover politics, try to debunk propaganda.
Hell
And yeah,
Sick.
great to be here.
Oh my God.
Sweet.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, we hear you have a party foul for us. What's your biggest party foul?
I mean, it's so obvious, but it's like you got to help people clean up. You know, especially if you're in if you consider yourself a leftist. Like I've gone to officially leftist parties where everyone's talking about whatever Marx and blah blah blah. But then afterwards, when it's time to clean up, no one helps out.
Yeah, y'all got this.
Cleaning up
Yeah,
these practices.
exactly. I mean, it's so critical. I also think too, you got to be open-minded, music-wise, to having your mind blown a little bit. You can't just demand the hits. Everyone wants to hear I want to dance with somebody or dancing on my own. I feel like you want to. I'd like to have people.
But those are the good songs.
I know, but
those are the good songs,
I don't know,
Aaron.
I might disagree.
Yeah,
Sometimes
you started out strong. I'm with you on. I'm with you on cleaning.
Because we want to you bond through knowing the songs together and mouthing the words together. If it's some deep cut, everyone's like, okay.
I want the deep cuts. I want to have my mind blown, because it's we all know the same songs and we've all bonded over whatever all the hits before. So I want to, yeah.
That's a dangerous game though, if your mind is going to be blown or not. If someone's like, yo, I'm going to play my mix.
Absolutely. Most of the time, my mind's not blown. I'm not that impressed by your deep cut.
Y'all want to go smoke or what's going on? Yeah.
Well, yeah. I guess I'm a deep cut person. It's I love to be exposed to deep cuts and I want to know what they are. And it's I wish there was more curiosity on that front. Because in my limited time DJing, my experience is people don't want to have their minds blown and they just want to hear. They want to hear the hits.
Comfortable. We want to be comfortable.
Feel safe.
I get it. But it's isn't a party? Are we not here to let our guard down a little bit, learn new things? You know what I mean? Transcend ourselves.
You just want to play the songs that you like.
Well, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah. So anyway, so my party foul is, I guess, I'd like us to be more open-minded to having our minds blown musically. But I'm I respect that also you build community through common cultural references and include songs. I get it. I got you. I hear you. I hear you.
Just totally ruined it. So your opinion's wrong.
It's actually not gonna fly.
Well, I'd love to hear about a time when you were a party god.
Well, it's on the music, front. I'm really sensitive to music and I feel very passionate about it. So it's there are times when I've tried to play party god that have really backfired.
How?
Well, so in my early 20s, I was one of those really insufferable, just hip hop heads. It's all I could talk about, think about. I was just all about it. And so if I would go to a few things and if they weren't playing hip hop, I would try to I know. Listen, I'm not proud of this. I'm not bragging about this behavior.
Yeah.
One time I was at a party and there was the DJ was in a cage.
Yeah.
And I was so entitled and so
You got in the cage?
I hopped up on the cage.
No.
And I pulled myself up and I was play some hip hop. And the DJ was absolutely, he was offended, understandably.
Yeah. Just
And
dangling from the cage.
I was dangling from the cage, trying to be a party god, but
that is party god though, to dangle from a cage.
I think so. I was, yeah.
That's tight.
You shoot your shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to hear the song or not?
Yeah.
I mean, if a guy's dangling from a cage, I'd hear him out.
You would hear him out.
I'd be like,
He didn't want to hear me out.
this guy's crazy.
Yeah, he didn't want to hear me out.
So what was his response? What happened?
He was furious, and understandably, it's fair. That's totally fair. But it's other times I do think obviously it could be revisionist history because I'm telling the story. But I do think other times I've come through at parties with the good playlist and save the party because sometimes people aren't musically aware. They don't realize the importance of music and how important that is. And if it's not if I'm at a party and it's the music's not loud enough or it's not right, I will intervene. I will.
It sets the tone. Same with lighting. Lighting and sound really does affect the mood of everyone. And
of course. My takeaway is I would like to see more DJs put into cages.
I would like to see more men hanging from cages trying to listen to songs from the DJ. You were risking your life
I was.
To hear your song.
That was. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is Party God.
Yeah. Like,
Why were you at a party in Israel?
it's a long story. It's a long
Alright.
story. You know, it's a long story, but I was there. It's a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, one could maybe argue that politically it's maybe more justified for me to act that way in Israel, you know, being like a party colonizer in the sense, like trying to impose what I perceive to be my culture, even though it's actually not my culture because I'm white. I'm not like a hip hop. I'm not hip hop, but it's like, you know what I mean? Coming in and like confronting me, but at the same time, I also respect the DJ, and that wasn't cool behavior to hang from his cage. Yeah.
No, I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
I think
But
that's the one thing we can all agree on
yes,
here.
Yes. But it just speaks to the passion I have for like
Right.
for
He's
music.
got some justification. He's like,
Yeah.
no.
He just loves music.
I just love music. Yeah. And I
I
wanted
think
to
you just wanted to hang from that cage.
maybe that was part of it. But yeah, I do think a cage actually at a party is for the DJ is a wonderful accoutrement. It's great.
We should podcast from a cage.
We should podcast from a cage.
Yeah,
I don't
do
think
you
we
have that
should.
guy's number? Do you know if we could like?
It's
there's
been a
like
long
a cage
time.
guy.
It's been a long time. Yeah, I can try
Yeah, I
to
got a
track it
cage
down.
guy, so don't worry, we'll figure it out. That's cool.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
All right, Aaron. Well, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
coming
much.
on.
Thank you for having me. It's
did
great
not
to be on Party
disappoint.
God.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Well, next up, our best friend of the
Literally our
pod,
best friend of the
Ember
pod.
Knight. We're ecstatic at how much she prepared for this. We just asked her which of the 3 prompts she's going to be addressing, and she said,
I got nothing.
I'm not prepared to address anything.
Listen, I take issue with the idea of a party foul.
You don't think there could be a party foul?
I remember when the term came on the scene when I was a kid, when party foul started to be something you could say at a party.
Ancient.
Yeah.
And I think I'm super old. And I think it's in direct opposition with anything that is awesome at a party. Like, because I remember when people started saying it, suddenly anything cool you could do at a party. A cannonball into the swimming pool, dancing on the tabletop.
Now.
Any of that, suddenly somebody could be like, party foul. And so nobody wants to take any risks at parties. And now we sort of dream of that Plato's Cave party where people are being crazy, taking their clothes off. They don't care. They're so afraid somebody's going to be like, party foul. Because nobody does it.
You can't argue if someone says party foul.
Yeah,
Like,
you're fucked.
You're fucked.
You're
a party foul.
shamed.
Yeah.
You're fucking shamed into your corner so that people have no choice except to like act really cool and like not take any chances.
I was prepared to be mad at you, and actually, I'm so impressed. You're blowing my mind right now.
You're
I
right.
think you're absolutely
We
right.
gotta rethink everything.
It's an issue.
We're gonna get rid of this segment. You're right.
It's an
That's a good
issue.
point.
It's an issue.
You're right. Yeah, it's encouraging self-censorship. It's encouraging people to point the finger at the loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, or at the fun guy because they're the loser and they're like, that guy's being fun and cool.
Of
He's
course,
weird.
Yeah.
It's an easy way if you feel too afraid to take a risk and you see someone take a risk, instead of rising to meet that challenge, you can be like, party foul!
Shit's weird.
And then you're the winner and everybody feels, it's not just the person you shamed. Everyone who heard that is like, oh, I better not make a mistake.
True.
Yeah, it's
True.
policing.
True.
You know?
True.
Damn.
And I remember that shame coming in on me at a time. It was around the same, I'm so old, but it was around the same time that, everyone was like, oh, women can't be funny, or like, there was just a lot of like silencing for risk taking that was coming my way. And I think, and I'm speaking abstractly, but I think like when I think of somebody who's been like a party god to me, or what I want to see at a party, it's like somebody that I don't know who makes me feel like we're best friends. And that's not the same as hitting on somebody, because then you want something from them. But just like if somebody like offers you drugs, or somebody is like, hey, are you good? Like, do you want a shot? Or they're like, hey, this motherfucker over here.
That is party
like,
god.
that's party god behavior. It's like vibe giving.
Absolutely.
So I think like encouraging people for taking risks at parties is something that I'd love to see more of, and I'd love to bring.
And you do that.
Do I?
remember at your birthday party, you were like, hey, come over here, get under this table with me, and let's take a photo.
That was fun.
And it was so
That
fun.
was fun.
And then there were other
What the
there were other people like
wait.
later.
You guys were having an under the table party without
No, sorry, you're somewhere else.
rude
We
as
actually had a
hell.
whole script meeting under
Yeah,
the
we did.
table.
We did.
And
like,
you know
"Send me your
what?
script."
After we did that, people danced on top of the bar. I saw other people went under the table and then people went up on top of the bar. You like break those invisible barriers and people feel free.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's cool.
Next time. Tonight, we got to do it. All of us we're getting under the
hands
table.
off me.
Can you handheld any of these cameras? We could go under the table now.
We could go under the table.
You want to go under that
That's
table.
a very
Do
tiny
you see
table.
how many mics and cords?
Are you calling me fat?
We can't all fit under that table.
Saying like the
I think
fits,
me and Devin could fit under that table. That's all I'm saying.
What?
But I guess
she's blacking out.
I'm deflecting. Do you want to go under the table right now? Because we could. It might be kind of amazing.
There's no
footage.
room. No, it wouldn't be. I know you guys would get under the table and then you'd be like, this sucks.
If we went to little handhelds.
I just know you guys would get under that table.
I mean, we could get under the table like after if.
Yeah, let's go under the table after.
Oh yeah, let's put it off. Let's someday.
We'll take a picture.
Someday we'll get under the table.
No, but it was fun under that table. And
was.
it's like you can just like switch it up. It's like I think there's beauty in life when you just do something else.
So true.
It's
yeah.
We've been recording for way too long.
You know when you do something else?
You remember when you just do
true.
something else? It's sick. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so this is going to be very like left of center for Party God probably,
Let's
but
hear it.
like a time that I felt like a party god was I threw a very wholesome, very intimate Christmas party that Devin was at, and it was just a very select guest list. And when you came inside, there was a stocking hidden somewhere with your name on it, personalized,
Beautiful.
and everybody had to write one line of a Christmas poem. And then it was read in the windowsill. And I ran outside and I shook fake snow over the window so that the person reading it had snow falling behind them. And this means that all week long, I'm up on Amazon buying like a pool filter and fake snow and conceptualizing how I'm going to pull this stupid fucking shit off. But that moment of hearing from outside shaking this fake snow and hearing that everybody's laughing, I was like, yeah, that's the person I want to be. I want to put a ton of high effort into something that just gives people a moment of joy.
Yeah. She put her whole heart into this. It was the most beautiful, heartwarming, and each of the cards were like so beautifully written, like they would make you cry. Yeah, she goes outside. She's like, oh, there's a special like Santa's here, and then we see like snow through the window. And we're like, wow, like Christmas
we missed
is
that
magical
in our adulthood
And-
because that's in childhood, you know.
Yeah,
There's magic everywhere.
Ember brings childhood to.
So if there was a way to combine that if there was a way to combine that high level of effort and whimsy with that you also fuck, or like
there she is.
There she is. You're losing me.
But like if it was like if it started that way but became a rager,
oh sure,
I think that would be my Plato's Cave like perfect party.
Oh, that does sound perfect.
Sure,
yeah, like
yeah.
it's fun and wholesome and cute and childlike, and then the lighting.
And then you're like, and then I got laid.
And then I got laid.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
god,
it
maybe we can
certainly
have that
wasn't
kind of night tonight.
Getting
Could
laid
be.
vibe, but I mean, you know, it's nice to be at a party with your friend's dad and your friend's little brother, and they are singing.
Well, you
this
don't have
is
to
the
say
most-
my entire family.
They're
Oh, we don't have to talk about all this.
they're singing a pirate version of Jingle Bells that
don't
they
have to say.
wrote sometime.
I wish I was an Ember's
childhood.
family.
Honestly, they told us that they were about to do this, and I was like, please don't. And then the song slapped.
It's pretty good.
Slapped. It was.
I want to hear it. I want to go to this. I want to go to this year's.
I was thinking we should do another one this year. We should re-up it.
I want to go.
Re-up
Don't tempt me. This is one of the most beautiful parties.
the
I've ever been
whimsical
to.
Christmas party.
I love it.
But we've got to make it get a little bit more
near.
evil at the end.
More near. Okay.
The start should be
It almost
wholesome,
because we
and then we
almost
should go.
went from that party to Seth MacFarlane's party, and then I was
True.
cut off. But that would have been the perfect evil ending to the party.
That's true.
I got high, and then I picked a fight with my boyfriend for no reason.
Yeah,
And that's
as you should.
party god.
And that's Christmas. Oh my god.
Great. Well, that seems like a good place to end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
I love you too. We're all gonna party tonight.
Sucks.
Oh, I know that's extra. That's Patreon.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
That's
fine,
Patreon.
fine,
Can you
fine.
can you pixelate that?
Our next guest is Bianca. Bianca, will you introduce yourself for our audience?
Yeah, hi, I'm Bianca. I post online as Young Nihilist, going on 10 years
10
now.
years. Damn. Get the girl a
Kind
medal.
of unk, but not chopped.
Not chopped. Never chopped.
Never chopped.
Never chopped.
Never chopped.
But unk is okay. It just means wisdom. It just means
Smart.
we've learned some things.
Exactly. Yeah, hell yeah. All right, so we would love to hear about your craziest party story.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of these, but I will say, so Halloween 2022 was a crazy time. We went to this Halloween party. It was at LA Apparel.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
It was
shit.
at the factory.
That's evil right there.
So already
Hell yeah.
just
No way.
bad vibes going around. And my friend got really fucked up, and I kind of left her there with her boyfriend.
Okay.
Boyfriend. Because I was just kind of over it at that point. And I was just like, I'm going to go take a bath and like do my skincare and do some self-care, inner work, because there's too much spooky shit happening. But I was staying with her, so I go back to the apartment. And then I think like the night is done, she'll probably end up sleeping somewhere else. And then while I'm like mid heating up a Hot Pocket in the microwave,
Great choice.
I hear like all these people coming up the steps, and she has like brought everyone with her. I'm in my PJs and like a mask, like on the couch, like watching Netflix. I'm like, uh-oh. And then, yeah, all these people just come through the door, just like bottles in hands, just like costumes,
There's
masks.
nothing worse than when you're ready for bed and the people are like partying out.
Showing up, yeah.
And there was also no heads up. I was like, okay, it's kind of loud now, so I'm just going to be a part of this. And I'm in my PJs. Everyone's in their costume still. I'm like eating my Hot Pocket. Some guy's like, do you have more of those? I'm like, this is my last one. And then, yeah, she's like kind of in a fight with her boyfriend. Everyone's fucked up. I think they had taken acid or Molly or both or mushrooms. I can't remember. And then there comes a certain point. She ends up in her room with her friend, and I go in there because I don't really know anyone else. And we're just like the three of us laying like in a full-size bed, just like chatting and stuff. Like someone ends up crying, like tea is being spilled. It's just like,
Can I go to bed?
you know? And then at a certain point, the door was kind of closed. And at a certain point, this man walks in and he's like, everyone's gone. Everyone just left. They're done. And they're like, oh no. And he proceeds to like come and hang out with us, which is always a great move. Oh, you're coming? Okay. And he's like, can I lay with you guys? I'm like, sure. It's not my house, so I can't really, you know?
Oh my god.
And she's like, yeah, of course. And then he comes, he lays down, my friend lays on him, her friend's between us, and then I'm the one that's at the wall. I'm the cuck of the situation. And my friend's like fucked up and is like, hey, looking through her book. She's like, oh my god, this is like a bedtime story in Spanish. Can you read it? Can you please read it to us? Please.
They wanted you to read a story.
So I'm now reading a bedtime story to 3 fucked up adults in Spanish. They don't know what I'm saying.
Why they make you mom? You're just trying to go to bed.
They don't know what I'm saying. And I'm just like, okay. And then, you know, movement starts happening and you can just tell, like, they're like,
They're all horned up from here. That's
I'm like, I thought this was bedtime.
Right.
And there's just like making out happening between the 3 of them. And I'm just like,
disgusting.
You're like, do y'all want to hear another story?
maybe a little Charlie and the Chocolate. Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And I'm just like, what do I do now? It's like dead silent. Everyone's gone. And I'm just like, no one seems concerned about my presence in any capacity. I'm like, is that an invitation? I don't want to be invited. But should I be offended? I need to leave. So I just kind of like...
Good. Get out of there, girl.
Slither.
Get out of there.
I like slide down. Because again, it's like a full
Slide?
size. This is a huge man. He's like 6'2" or something. And I just kind of like slide down the bed onto the floor and almost kind of crawl, a little bit of a crawl, out the door and just like close it. And I go to the bungalow next door and have, you know, as good of a night of sleep as you can have.
You have the same
After
night
that
there. They're like,
experience,
like, here's a book.
And
oh my god.
yeah, the next day she's like, I'm sorry I did that. I was like, you're good. It's
No,
your
you're not-
house.
don't let her off the hook.
This is your
She's
house.
not good. Girl, not okay. Don't make out.
Maybe that can also be the party foul. I don't know.
That's
That
a party
is a
foul.
huge
Don't have
party
your guests
foul.
at your house and bring the party and have a threesome.
So many things went wrong in this story. I can't even begin.
Your friend is a party.
I thought that's just how they did it out there. I'm like, oh, this is that Diddy shit they be talking about,
Absolutely
right?
not.
Yeah, was he the guy?
And they locked the room.
No. No.
Also, that they put you to work too after all that.
Yeah, I was kind of cucked in a way that I'm not used to.
Right.
It's not strange for me, but just kind of like, okay, I didn't ask for any of this, you guys.
I'm just trying to have my bath and have my hot pocket.
God, I'm just glad you got out of there okay.
I'm innocent.
I mean, it's not a good situation if you're having to literally slide and crawl away. That's not
To be fair, she did apologize. She felt bad.
That's good.
She was like, that was not cool. I was really not of sound mind. And I was like,
It sounds
oh,
like
for
it.
sure. Like,
Yeah, that's clear.
The least you can do is apologize.
Yes.
The least.
Well,
like-
that was one of the more evil stories that we've had.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. All right, Bianca. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Hey guys, there's no after party this week. Like I said in the intro, after we did all these interviews, hey, we were tired. You know, we're only two delicate women. And sometimes when you record for a long time, you got to go to bed. We didn't go to bed. We did go to a party. But hey, we needed the energy for the party. Sue us. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. And hey, party on. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps. It helps. All right. Bye. Party on.